Hey guys, happy Wednesday to you. Good day for us today. Coming back from the Coliseum after physical practice. I thought the guys came right back out. This is a typical work day for us, and got to work our overtime situation today, as you saw at the end, and put Michael Brown under a little pressure to make a field goal and give the guys the night off from meetings. They've been grinding for 15 days straight, daylight till dark, and to get the night off a meeting, I know the guys are happy he made that field goal. Injury-wise, got good news on Andrew Voorhees. Does not look like his back is anything significant. Should be a day-to-day. Jakari Godfrey had a little bit of a quad today, so we pulled him early. Said Ware had a little bit of a hand. We pulled him a little bit early. Greg Johnson is very close to being cleared from his shoulder. And Kenny we just pulled for a little bit of knee soreness, but should be day-to-day. Should be there. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
Do you have an update on Michael Pittman?
Yeah, Pitt x-rays were negative, like I said yesterday. It's just an ankle sprain, probably going to take a couple weeks to get back. We'll see. It's a significant one. I don't think it's a day-to-day. I think it's going to take a couple weeks, Scott.
And Velus Jones?
Velus is day-to-day. Velus is just a sore foot. He may have run 6 miles a day out here for the past 3 weeks and just need a day off. Has a little bit of a sore foot from that scrimmage yesterday, so he'll probably take the next couple days. We'll see where he's at Saturday. If he's not feeling great, probably save him until next week.
Could you envision using both your place kickers, or are you hoping to pick one and ride with him?
I'm really hoping that we solidify one and give him the confidence going into the games, and let him, having won a job, let him illustrate that he can do it in real live games. And we always say we'll do what's best for our team in the moment, and we'll pick the guy that's best for our first game and see where that's at.
What is Porter Gustin like when you get him away from the football field?
He still played football. I don't think he ever changes. I mean, he's a daylight till dark player, in my opinion, and a student of the game. Is relentless in taking care of his body, taking care of becoming the best player he can be. And it is literally his routine starts about 5 a.m. in the morning and sometimes goes all the way through the night. I mean, he especially during this camp time, he works just as hard as a coach and is in that building just as much as us, preparing for the upcoming season.
So have you seen him like 1 in the morning in the weight room, or what do you mean all night? What is a good night time?
He'll wake up. He's one of the first ones in the building, and he works a lot with our training staff and preventative, doing whether it's ankle strengthening, whether it's flexibility. He truly believes in taking care of himself from top to bottom. Watching extra tape, he puts in the hours to try to be a great player, and obviously it's paying off for him on the field.
Do you think he's rubbed off on people with that work ethic in the weight room?
Yeah, you know what I think is rubbed off is really, and it's really him and Uchenna, is just their personality on the field. I mean, their physicality, their work ethic, their attitude that they bring to the game, I think really has rubbed off on the defense this entire camp. It's something that I was hoping would happen. When you lose Stevie T, he kind of gave us that it factor in that front four last year, and now these two guys are doing the same thing this year for us, and hopefully it'll carry over in the season.
In the spring, there was some talk about Jack Jones doing a little offense. Is that ever going to happen, or what's?
We'll see. We've got so many wideouts here right now. I know T will use him at some point in time. Don't not give him away specific game plan stuff, but he'll be used at some point in time, I think, in the season, especially if we get an injury or two. He's so dynamic with the ball in his hands right now. Just want him to. He's got a great opportunity to have a chance to be a starting corner on our team, and as well as being a returner, and primarily, working that focus right now. If we get a couple more injuries at wide out, he may have to come over for a couple plays.
There had to be a number change deal with him and Rojo with the same number?
No, what we've done before in the past, we've slipped a number over, or you take Rojo out of the game. Usually we've slipped that number over top.
How has he and Bayless and Adrian performed in the kick and punt return duties?
They've really kind of separated themselves from everybody else right now. One in just making the catch first off, but what they're doing in Coach Baxter's drills of making the first man miss and then exploding, I've been impressed with each one of them. I look forward. We're going to have some live kick situations this Saturday to kind of see where they're at. Had it last Saturday. It was not great. We can do better. I'm looking forward to watching them again on Saturday, but they've kind of separated themselves from the pack.
Will we see a mix of all three of them at some point during the year, or do you want to stick with one?
I really think, we were so fortunate with Adoree because he had, that kickoff return skill set is so much different than the punt return. Punt return, you make the first man miss and then explode, where kickoff return is just fearless. I mean, you catch it, you go, you make one cut, there's no stutter step, and it's kind of a different technique, and some guys got it and some guys don't. We may have to establish one guy as a kickoff returner because that's where he's best at, and then another guy is a punt returner. It may not be both, like Adoree last year. So we'll see where we're at here in about a week or so.
How do you feel like Ajene is transitioning from offense to defense with regards to tackling?
Yeah, I think one of the things that shows up with him, Adam, is really his football instinctiveness that he's learned from the offensive side. He seems to pull the trigger so much faster than a lot of guys because I think he diagnoses the play, and that's from playing so much offense both in high school and in college, and it shows. He knows that one of the more important things when you're at his size, which is a corner type body and you're playing nickel, is tackling, and that's one of the things you see with our new dummies out here. Larry, he made actually a nice rugby tackle the other day, coming up and getting a guy on the ground, and that's kind of him. I don't know if he'll ever knock anybody's head off, but he does have the capability to get guys on the ground, and it's going to be important for him, especially at that alley position.
How has Deontay Burnett evolved as a player in the last several months?
I think just from a production standpoint, shows up every day. It shows up every day and produces, and I think that's what T is trying to get the rest of the guys to do. He's so consistent. There never seems to be an off day by the guy. He shows up. He comes with great work ethic. Comes to get better each day, but he produces every day. It's not one day up here and one day down here. He's just plateaued. Every day seems to be a productive day by the guy, and hopefully we can get more like him.
Has he been the most productive receiver?
I would say right now in this camp, I don't see a ton of drops by the guy. You don't see the ball on the ground. He's one of the more assignment guys. He's working inside and outside. Right now, I think him and Stephen Mitchell are doing a nice job, both those two kids, just from the standpoint of being right on a down-to-down basis.
Let's do one more.
Have you noticed Cam Smith seems like he's moving better this camp, coming off the knee surgery? Have you noticed him quicker, faster?
Yeah, I think once you get a year off of that knee surgery, the confidence that he played with last year, and if you look at him right now, he is really, he's holding a 245-pound frame, but he is cut from top to bottom. I actually told him the other day, he looks like the best shape I've seen him since he's been here. And that's a lot of credit to Ivan and his staff, a lot of credit to him with the summer work that he's done. He just looks very confident in space right now.
But him and John seem like you have more speed at that inside spot than...
Yeah, and I keep on saying Jordan too. Those three guys along with Levi, I think that the athleticism right now at that inside linebacker position is shining. It really is. All righty, guys. Thank you so much.